So definitely gonna check out to see kind of like how he does in that regard. Before we move on to the next topic, like I want to get you guys' predictions, like how y'all think DeSean Jackson is gonna do his first year. The win total last year was set at 1. Do you think we get more than 1 win? I know it's super early to even think about it, but like, what do y'all see Delaware State going from this point forward? Starting with Chris.
I'm gonna go 4-7. I feel like the MEAC, you never can tell. It's a year-to-year league, even though there are teams that have solid bases. Like Chennisberry has something special in South Carolina. Trey Oliver's been consistent at North Carolina Central. Dame Wilson's team is ready to make a leap at Morgan. You can't discount Larry Scott at Howard. And of course, now you've got Mike Vick in the MEAC in Norfolk. So it's going to be hard to say, but I feel like just DeSean Jackson's energy is probably going to be worth two wins alone. So you pick up 2 there, you get a conference win here or there, you win 1 out of conference. 4-7 doesn't look good, but considering the last 2 years, it's better than something. Better than the previous 2 years. So I'm gonna 4-7 is the low, 6-5 is the high.
All right, Jared Hoffman.
I actually think 4-7 is the high, personally, and I think that the low is probably 2-9. I don't know who they're playing, so it's hard to predict. You know what I mean? I don't know what the schedule looks like, but in terms of MEAC play, at best, I could see them being 3-2. I think they could possibly sneak a win over Howard because Howard it looks completely different. They're in a rebuilding phase, so I think that they could possibly sneak a win over them. South Carolina State is going to look very different with Jamari Taylor entering the transfer portal, Aaron Smith going to the NFL draft, Eric Phoenix is gone, Caden High is gone. So I don't know how South Carolina State is looking, so that is on the rocks. Norfolk State, I don't know how that team is going to look. I haven't seen any of the transfers that have committed to Norfolk State or any of the high school recruits, how they look, for Norfolk State. So I don't know how they're going to look. So that's one that's on the bubble. North Carolina Central is going to look very different next year. I said Jamari Taylor. I meant that for North Carolina Central. But I don't know how North Carolina Central is going to look. And I don't know who am I missing? Morgan State's going to look, with the defenders that they have that are going to be gone next year. So maybe at best they could be 3-2 in conference. At worst, I could see them being 0-5. So at best I could possibly see 4 wins. At worst, I can see 2.
Well, no, Joe. A lot of coaches win with talent, not coaching the college football level. Not taking away anything from Deion Sanders. He did a fantastic job at JSU, doing a good job at Colorado. But the lifeblood of college football is how many 5 stars and 4 stars and 3 stars you can get compared to the other side. And so that's going to be how and why Delaware State either wins or loses during the period in which DeSean Jackson is their football coach. I'm probably going to set the over-under on 4 wins next year. I don't know about 2 of them coming off energy like Chris Stevens said, but I think with the way the transfer portal kind of like is shaking out right now, you can start to see the type of talent like he's bringing into the program, and it's only going to resonate even more as we get closer to signing day coming up in February and as the season approaches. So I think when infusing the talent and hopefully the staff around him will be pretty good, like I could see 4 wins probably being the ceiling for them, which will be way